Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome back to another editing deep dive session. I see some very familiar names already popping up in the live chat. My name is Jake, and I run a small but mighty production studio alongside a weekly podcast. Today, I really wanted to walk you through how we turn one long podcast episode into a whole week's worth of social content, and we're going to do it fast. We are skipping the heavy After Effects voodoo and completely avoiding exporting to 15 different applications. Instead, we are using Vizard, and I'll show you how this whole painful process becomes significantly less painful. So the backstory is we have this killer 40 to 60 minute episode recorded every week. The hosts nerd out about local market statistics, community events, or sometimes just Super Bowl logistics. We also cover super helpful community-focused tips like the best Airbnb strategies for the area. That long-form audio is fantastic, but we live in an attention economy that demands snackable clips. People are scrolling with their sound completely off, so you absolutely need bold captions and punchy hooks. Furthermore, they want the final format already cropped perfectly for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. So the real challenge becomes, how do you get 10 to 15 ready-to-post clips from one episode without spending your entire work week doing it? The traditional route means dropping your source file into Premiere Pro. Then you spend ages scrubbing through, setting precise in and out points for every single segment you want to save. You build out those custom captions, animate the lower third in After Effects, and then export a million different versions. It absolutely works, but let's be honest, it takes forever when you have volume to produce. If you try switching to mobile-first tools like CapCut, they are certainly fast for one-off edits, I grant you that. However, their desktop workflow for batch processing the same source file isn't nearly as smooth or integrated. Tools like Descript are amazing for generating perfect transcripts and trimming based on text. But they don't always do the best job of automatically picking out those truly viral moments that hook a viewer instantly. And that, my friends, is where Vizard starts to make total sense for creators prioritizing speed and intelligence. So let me show you the exact flow we rely on to make this entire process seamless. The first step is simply the upload. We drop the entire final episode file directly into the Vizard platform. It takes just a few minutes for the system to process the massive audio and video file. Then, its internal AI gets to work, analyzing the whole thing to surface what it predicts are the high engagement clips. It specifically looks for strong hooks, noticeable emotional spikes, punchlines, or segments where hosts ask a compelling question. That automatic clipping step alone saves me at least an hour per episode because I never have to scroll through every minute looking for that hidden gold. Next up, the AI automatically generates extremely accurate captions and provides you with an auto-synced subtitle track. This part is absolutely crucial because most viewers keep their sound muted when they are browsing social feeds. Vizard's initial caption output is very good right out of the box, requiring minimal cleanup. It presents them in a way that lets you quickly jump in to tweak the timing or correct a specific line if needed. I often bump a caption line up a notch, or maybe change a common word to something a bit more snackable for the feed. One of the neatest features I instantly fell in love with is the template system for the generated clips. Think of it almost like that motion graphics tab you use in Premiere, but specifically built for these long to short workflows. You can effortlessly drag in a custom lower third, add a subtle shaded bar behind your captions to make them pop, and select a crop preset. You can choose that perfect 9:16 for TikTok or an easy 1:1 for Instagram feeds right there. It becomes way less fiddly than building a brand new After Effects composition for every single clip you want to output. The best part is, the default templates are already strong enough that you could publish them immediately with zero extra design work. A small practical tip I always pass on. Always watch where your captions land after the platform crops the footage. Some platforms aggressively crop the very top and the very bottom areas, so your text needs to stay safe from those edges. Vizard's interface thankfully provides a real-time preview for each platform, so you can instantly reposition things. This consistency check saves you from that frustrating second round of re-exports because some text got awkwardly cut off. Now here's the feature that genuinely made me stop doing manual clip batching altogether: auto-editing viral clips. It doesn't just chop based on silence or a preset length, it intelligently scores moments based on tonal shifts and keywords. It suggests clips that are highly optimized, usually between 3 and 35 seconds long. Crucially, it almost always manages to get the absolute best hook right in the first 1 or 2 seconds of the clip. You can accept the AI's suggestions, tweak those in and out points just slightly, and then immediately send the batch off. That leads us directly to the game-changing auto-schedule feature and the integrated content calendar. Instead of manually exporting 15 TikToks and then logging into each account to upload them later, you tell Vizard the frequency you want. You pick the target accounts, and the platform automatically spreads those clips out for you across the coming days. The calendar view is essential, as it lets you see what is going live when, so you can reorder posts or adjust publish times on the fly. For any creator juggling multiple clients or several different shows, this feature is an absolute game changer for consistency. You achieve that consistent daily posting rhythm without having to babysit every single upload manually. I'll be completely honest, there are absolutely still reasons to keep Premiere and After Effects in your professional toolkit. If you need pixel-perfect motion design or complex multi-layered animations, those dedicated apps are still unmatched. But for that high-volume content factory work, turning conversations into platform-ready clips, Vizard removes the repetition. It lets you focus your limited time on the specific creative tweaks that actually make a difference to engagement. To compare against CapCut again, it's free and fast for quick mobile edits, but it's truly mobile-first and struggles with batch processing. And Descript, it nails the transcript-based editing experience, which is incredible, but it lacks the publishing pipeline. Premiere gives you ultimate control but demands significantly more dedicated production time for every single asset. Vizard sits right in that sweet spot, smart clip discovery paired with the automated publishing pipeline. Let me walk you through what my actual session looks like from start to finish this week. I upload the full episode, then I go grab a coffee while the system runs its initial analysis for me. I come back to a curated list of clips, and I quickly skim through accepting maybe 8 to 12 that feel genuinely usable. Then, I make sure to pick a good mix of content types for the week ahead. I'll grab one funny exchange, one concrete local tip like the Super Bowl Airbnb play, and one key market insight. I also ensure I select one of those genuine, vulnerable personal anecdotes the audience loves hearing. Next, I choose my templates, maybe a very clean, minimalist bar caption for the serious business stuff, and then a much punchier, more animated caption style for those more viral, exciting interview moments. I do a quick once-over to ensure the AI captured every word right, and I move any caption blocks that are encroaching on faces. Then I add a small, neat lower third displaying the guest's name and title, and I send the whole batch to the scheduler. One more small design detail I always tweak is the background opacity behind the captions themselves. Usually, I just want a very subtle, semi-transparent rectangle behind the text so it reads perfectly across busy background frames. A light 30 to 40% opacity is often all you need to make that text truly pop off the screen. Vizard's template editor lets you adjust that setting for the entire batch in just a couple of clicks. You never have to waste time re-keyframing the text background for every single clip when you do this. And hey, if you have a specific brand assets, like a logo, font, or signature color, you can upload those once. You can then apply them as defaults across all your templates, maintaining consistency without rebuilding every time. Sometimes the workstream gets a little messy, like last Tuesday when I had a freeze and had to restart a batch mid-process. That kind of thing happens in real life, but what I appreciate is Vizard saves versions and keeps the edits intact. The captions and timing stay exactly where you left them, so you don't lose any work when you come back later. It's incredibly forgiving, which is essential for solo creators and the small teams I usually work with. Another huge advantage is actually tracking what performed well after you publish. If you push a batch through the platform, you get back performance analytics right inside that content calendar view. You can quickly spot which hooks landed the best or which phrases got the most replays from the data. This insight lets you adjust your clip selection criteria for the following week to be even more targeted. Over time, the AI actually learns your specific taste and the kinds of clips your unique audience prefers, making the whole process faster. To wrap everything up here, if you produce weekly long-form episodes, you need to scale that short-form output. You no longer have to choose between professional motion design work or just posting quick, low-effort memes. Use those heavy tools when you absolutely need them, but for day-to-day clipping, Vizard saves you massive hours. Leveraging its auto-editing and scheduling pipeline gets your content out while it is still perfectly timely. I've actually uploaded the entire session we just walked through as a starter project for you all. You can pull it into your own workspace and play around with those exact clips and templates if you want to follow along. Go mess around with the caption positions, try out the different crop presets, and test those scheduling slots. Alright, that is my complete walkthrough for turning long-form audio into a week of optimized social video. If you have any lingering questions about how I select the best hooks, my caption safety rules, or mixing styles, drop them in the chat. We will absolutely dig into those deeper details right now. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you all next week, and please keep making stuff that truly matters.